That gold is my life's work. Without it, I cannot return to my own time. I am utterly powerless.
Perfect. Now not only do we have the Mortons trying to build a parking lot in the valley, but they have their psycho ancestor on the loose trying to help them.
Mary! Behind you! Ah! The pendulum.
Couldn't wait to tell good old Uncle Charles about the Badgers.
Hey, I promised I wouldn't tell, and I didn't.
The Mortons signed a deed giving us Lewis's ownership of the land.
I will not allow that woman to stand in the way of my family.
There we are.
We want to start clearing the land, and I can't afford to wait 6 months for that Lewis woman to make up her mind.
Mr. Tully, you're fading again. Only this time you're inside the cave.
The power of the ley line weakens every time Matthew uses the black gold. Some water, please. Thank you. That's better. William, try to find him before it's too late.
Meg! Stay here. Mary, don't be crazy. Meg! 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 Are you okay?
Have you seen Echo? Where did Echo? Oh, no!
No! Echo! Echo! No, Meg, you can't! Echo! Echo! It's okay.
You must hurry. Get the black gold from Matthew. Go.
Could you use it to travel back to your own time?
Of course not. I must destroy it.
Master, if you fade away, will you be lost forever?
Drink this.
I can't sit here. I've got my animals to see to.
I'll phone Di Miller. He can go up.
No,
you don't want to be worrying about animals after what you've been through.
It's my
Sit
responsibility.
down and have this.
There you go, Meg.
Thank you. I'm not really cold. It's just the shock, I think.
Your bed's all ready, Meg.
What's Jack doing?
He's phoning Di Miller.
But what if Echo's hurt? I've never known a farmer yet to get anything about indoor animals.
It's just for tonight.
Don't worry, Meg. I'm sure Spot will find Echo.
Stay away. I said stay away from me. You should have listened to me.
Master?
Matthew again. Now, if the raven represents the black gold, it grows in strength until it is dominant. What are they trying to tell us? What?
All fixed. Di's going up to Four Fields right away.
I said no.
Hey, this is no time to be independent.
I've been independent all my life. I don't propose to stop now.
Of course not. Mind you, I suppose you won't have much choice now, will you? No, I just meant about selling. What did I say?
Dad, Four Fields was Meg's home.
I know that, Mary. I just meant...
We know what you meant.
Oh, what is the matter with you people? And where have you been?
Found him by the gate. He's been hurt somehow.
Spot.
Hasn't been a good day for any of us, has it, boy?
What happened?
There was a fire at Four Fields.
Matthew?
Is there something you three want to share with us?
No.
I think I will go for a rest after all.
Yeah.
We can manage. Let me take you to your room.
Look, I know the fire's horrible, but I'm just trying to be practical. Meg can't live on her own forever.
I know exactly what you were trying to say. I'm too old to run a farm.
Oh, don't you start. Stay away from me.
I can't believe that Matthew set fire to Meg's house.
Mr. Tyler says it's the black gold. It's like it's possessing him. We have to get it.
Okay, then. First thing tomorrow morning, we split up and look for Matthew.
Maybe Cinnabar could help us. We'd cover more ground that way.
Okay.
What does it mean, Jasper?
The sun is dying. Could that happen?
If it did, it would take all creation with it.
Did these people disappear because the sun failed?
Yes, possibly. If they stumbled upon the black gold, released the negative force, but could anything have the power to destroy the sun?
Chainsaws have already started.
Spot, what are you doing? You're supposed to be finding Matthew.
It's not his fault. Matthew did something to him. Oh, Spot, why won't you talk?
Well, if you were Matthew, where would you go?
The treehouse. That was there in his time, too.
Yeah, come on. Hurry!
Is Megan have to go to the Mordens now?
Not if I can help it.
What do we do if Matthew's there?
I don't know. Make him give us the black gold, I guess.
It's a raven!
That's his bird! Quick, after him!
Matthew! Give me the black gold.
I haven't got it.
Stop lying! Every time you use it, Mr. Tyler gets weaker.
what are you doing?
He wants us to follow him.
Give me the black gold, Matthew.
If I had it, you would know its sting by now.
Mr. Tyler's here in the place of dreams. He wants to see you.
So he sent you to fight me.
Matthew, you don't understand.
I understand that you and Tyler will stop my family from owning the valley. I won't let you.
So you burned Meg out of her house. That was really brilliant.
I tried to save her.
Give up, Matthew. There's too many of us.
The black gold.
Stay back. All of you.
What is keeping the children?
I'm all right, Jasper. The water sustains me. It's the simplest of elements, and yet all life springs from. Jasper, what a dunce I am. I have been reading the ancients all wrong. They aren't describing their destruction. It is their survival they would have us understand.
You know how to destroy it?
Oh, yes. Yes. Now I know. To destroy it, Jasper, I must sacrifice my gold.
Would you hold still?
Spot, no. The water's poisoned. You shouldn't drink it.
But it tastes fine.
Spot, you spoke. At least something's going right. How are we supposed to get the black gold from Matthew? It's too powerful.
What is it that Matthew wants most?
A family. That's why he came to this time, because there are Mordens living here.
Maybe he would give it to Mark. He's a Morden too, right? Part of Matthew's family.
You mean tell Mark about the magic? Are we allowed to?
You'd have to ask the master.
And admit we failed again.
He'll know what to do.
Oh, the chainsaws again. They're cutting free.
How can they do that?
As long as they can prove they own the land around the lake, Mordens can do what they want.
Where's Meg?
Fort Fields.
I said I'd drive her. Look, all I said was the fire had sorted out her problem for her.
Yes, we heard you.
She said herself she wouldn't stay there forever.
You don't get it, do you?
The war's over, sweetheart. It's horrible what happened, but in a way,
In a way, what?
if Meg sells her land to the Mordens and they go ahead with their theme park, we could clean up, Fee. I know money isn't everything, but it sure does help.
Meg has lost everything. It's like you don't even care.
Of course I care. I'm just looking on the bright side. Anyway, we've offered her a home. She'll be happy here.
And what about us? Will we be happy?
Hey, I'm happy. You're the one with the problem.
You know, I don't even know you.
Echo! Echo! wondered when a Morden would turn up. They sent you, did they?
No. There are all sorts of rumors going around.
Tell me.
Well, they begin with the Mordens having paid to have your house torched. And they end with mad stories about magic.
Yes, well, there's always been magic involved where our two families are concerned. Bitter magic.
I came to see if I could help you.
Go in there and see if you can find the remains of my cat for me, will you? I haven't the stomach for it.
Have you got it?
Matthew's using it as a weapon. We can't get near him.
I ask too much of you all. I see that now. The magic is a powerful temptation. Oh, Jonas, Jonas. I never forgave you. And now, when it's too late, I understand.
Jonas Lewis, Meg's grandfather?
100 years ago, he was helping me with my work, just as you children do now. But he owed a very large sum of money to the Morden family, and they were demanding payment. The temptation was too great. He tried to make gold, but it was fool's gold.
Fool's gold?
Made with fear and greed. So it turned to dust in the Mordens' hands. And they took Golden House as payment instead.
Just the house, not the valley, you're sure?
Yes, Jonas managed to keep the land. He had a deed, he showed me.
That must be what Meg was talking about.
The Mordens have already started cutting down trees around the lake. If we could get hold of it, we could prove the Mordens don't own Golden Water. We could stop them from building.
Jonas had it with him in the laboratory. It was folded into the pages of his journal.
Hey, Meg has his journal now, but there's no deed in it.
If only we could travel back in time and get the deed from Jonas Lewis himself.
No sign. I'll go then.
Where?
I don't know. London? Anywhere but here.
Running away. Your grandfather did that once.
I can't stand being around my family.
Well, do something about it then.
What will you do?
Tell Henry Morden I will sell my land to him, but he'll have to see me face to face. And as for you, you go to Golden House and beg Mary to give you a second chance. Yes, beg. Swallow that Morden pride for once.
She's turning Mark against us. I must speak with him. Somehow.
Oh, Echo. Echo. Oh, Echo. Oh, Echo. Oh.
Idiots! Why can't you just follow orders? The whole town is talking about it.
I was trying to give the old girl a fright, like you said. But I didn't start that fire.
Then what happened?
It was some sort of magic.
You mean you were drunk?
I know what I saw. This boy just appeared out of a cat.
Out of a cat? You can tell that to the judge.
Look, you got what you wanted. You'll have to sell now.
Come on. This is our home for the time being now, Pet. Don't you run away, huh?
Mark. Do I know you?
In a way,
What are you doing here?
I must speak with you.
Mark? Who are you talking to? I thought I heard your voice.
There was this weird guy.
Where did he go?
Why, do you know him?
Sort of.
Who is he?
Look, this is gonna sound really crazy, but he's your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
What?
His name's Matthew. And I know it sounds nuts, but we're gonna need your help. I mean, maybe he'll listen to you.
Let me guess. This has something to do with magic.
Exactly.
Right. Well, I'll go get my broomstick.
Mark?
Look, Meg already told me she's selling her land. It's over, Mary. Just give it a rest.
This plan was drawn up by Uncle Jack. There's no sign of a well here.
What well?
The well where Mr. Tyler's laboratory is hidden. Jonas Lewis sealed off the entrance 100 years ago.
Mark said Meg's gonna sell 4 fields. There's more. Matthew was here, in the garden. Mark saw him.
Spot! So! Poor Echo!
She doesn't smell right.
Spot, your sniffer! It's working again!
You're cured.
Will, your arm. It's completely healed.
The water.
What?
Spot drank from the water and was cured, and Mary bathed my arm in it.
And the only thing keeping Mr. Tyler going is the water from the pool.
It's all the same water. The water from Golden Lake.
So?
Don't you see? It's Mr. Tyler's gold. The pendulum. It's down there somewhere and it's still working.
You mean it's made the water magic?
Yes. It's the power of the pure gold. It's conducting through the water like electricity.
But then, couldn't Mr. Tyler use it to travel back in time?
He wouldn't go with that, Matthew.
You're right.
But maybe I could use it to travel back to Jonas Lewis.
And get the deed.
Yeah.
William, you can't. It's too dangerous.
Without that deed, we lose everything.
I'll go too.
Well, you're not leaving me behind.
Then we'll all go.
The master won't like it.
You two meet me by the lake.
No, William.
The power of your gold is strongest where it fell into golden water, next to the standing stone. I know it's dangerous, but I have to go back and get that deed from Jonas Lewis. The Mordens have already started chopping trees.
And if you do get it, what then?
He will use it to stop the Mordens.
Oh. Will you?
No. You can't, can I? It's against the rules, interfering with history.
But this is important.
Beware, Jasper. You're being tempted.
We'll have to find another way.
We're not allowed to interfere with history. You sound just like Mr. Tyler.
Maybe it's still there.
What?
Well, no one's seen this deed in like 100 years. What if it fell out of the journal? Maybe it's still in the lab. And if we don't time travel to get it, then we wouldn't be breaking any rules.
But there's only one entrance into the lab. And that's in the well, but it's been covered up.
There's another entrance. It's all the same water, remember? So the water in the well is from the lake.
But how does it get there?
Same way all the water travels out from the lake. Blackwater sluice. Lutron! Lutron!
But We nearly drowned in Blackwater Sluice.
We need that deed.
You don't even know for sure that it's still in the lab.
It's worth the chance. Lutra!
What is it, boy?
We have to go through Blackwater Sluice to the well.
I'll go with you.
We'll both.
I hate it when you two do this.
This is amazing.
Oh, cool.
I must stop them.
It's beautiful.
I could get used to this.
Now where?
Blackwater Sluice.
Master Tyler!
We made it!
We're in the well.
Hurry!
Here. Is everyone all right?
It's so dark.
Stick together.
Mr. Tyler's laboratory.
Jonas Lewis was the last person in here 100 years ago. Here, use my lighter. Matthew.
Forget the deed, William. You have interfered enough with my family.
How did you get here?
With this.
William!